From the D to the A, she found her way. Coming from Detroit City to Atlanta. Published author at age 21, Nariah Webster, like each of us, has been curious in wondering what it's like to question the purpose of humanity and perceived realities. She has since a very young age aspired to succeed beyond her wildest dreams, and has discovered this life is what we make of it. That person we envision ourselves as in a higher light can be brought to life. I am living proof that it can also be you. Nariah Webster. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. We're about to dive deep into self-development and fulfillment. I created this book for those who dare to be ambitious enough to work on themselves. You will be provided with the tools that you need to succeed and gain access to your full potential. It's time to transform into the greatest version of yourself. Open your mind. Apply these tools throughout your life's journey. Utilize these principles to achieve your ambitions, while also learning to nourish your most prized possession. Yes, the temple. The temple consists of the mind, the body, the spirit, and the soul. The sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. We are infinite. Feeling lost, in need of inspiration, encouragement, searching for the right plan of action? I promise, as you dive deep into self-development by applying these tools, it will positively change the way you perceive your current environment, situations, circumstances, and shape you for a bigger, better, and brighter future. Let's mold you into becoming the greatest version of you. Receive this message. Embrace this message. Allow this message to be manifested into the reality of your life. You are now listening to The ABCs to Achievement. Manifest Your Success. Written by yours truly, Nariah Webster. Chapter 1. Action. The fact or process of doing something typically to achieve an aim. Be honest. Do you sometimes ask for things or wish for outcomes when you haven't disciplined yourself to put the work for those things or outcomes? It's a simple concept. When you really want something, you go get it. There will come a time when life will test you on how much you want whatever you say you wish to achieve. This test may come in the form of new circumstances, situations, or outcomes, income changes, environmental changes, or a new level of self-awareness. Preparation meets opportunity. So once you become aware of the changes, you need to take baby steps to create whatever you seek. To act with applied action is to move towards something that you wish to achieve in your life. Faith without works, applied action, is dead. A huge part of your success will not be measured by how much you wish for it or want it. Success will be measured by how well you can implement massive levels of radical action towards the goals you wish to achieve. If there's an idea, new venture, or something in your life that you've been considering, start taking small but productive steps every day to get you closer to achieving your goals. Open your mind to new perceptions and outcomes by asking yourself, how can I? This opens the door to discovering new possibilities and outcomes. Apply this along your success journey towards achieving your dreams and goals. If you'd like to practice being more clear and direct with yourself, take a second to decide what you can do today in this moment to turn your dreams and goals into reality. Once you determine the steps you need to take consistent action to help you build momentum. Once you build momentum, you will see how far you've come. Taking action is pulling the trigger, getting out and making something happen, even if you fail. Quoted by Dan Pena. Don't wait until you feel the inspiration to act. All you may need to do is get proactive by deciding to act first. Often, when you act first, inspiration will follow. Even if you don't always feel inspired, the outcome will be even more meaningful, and you will appreciate that you've gained the willpower to act, despite the temptation of allowing self-limiting beliefs and excuses to hold you back. You don't always need to predict exactly how everything will turn out. Don't just be the spectator. Get into the arena. You don't always need to know everything. Take action based on the knowledge you have gained. To have knowledge is one thing, how you apply it is another. Knowledge is power only when it is applied. Therefore, remember that taking action is the only way you'll achieve that which you aspire. Taking action will turn your ideas and dreams into a reality. Stop making excuses. Stop taking your resources for granted. Stop being lazy. Just get it done. Do not proceed to the next chapter until you've set some time, even if it's just 3 to 5 minutes, to take action towards something you've been considering, something you may want to achieve. Start now and stay consistent. Chapter 2. Bold. Of a person, action, or idea. Showing the ability to take risk. Confident and courageous. To be bold, taking risk with confidence and courage. Is to be brave, which is to be ready to face and endure danger or pain. To be bold is to show courage, which is to be the complete opposite of fear. False evidence appearing real. Let's break it down again. To be bold is to be brave, which is having the courage to face your fears. The truth is, a lot of us are scared of our own greatness. Therefore, we remain comfortable where we are, leaving no room for growth or understanding of the unknown. Why do we do this? Actor Jim Carrey has said he learned the following from his dad. You could fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Might as well take a chance. There's nothing wrong with taking a professional risk. Life is often a gamble and an emotional roller coaster, so why not go through it while striving towards something you really desire to achieve? Why not take an honorable chance to declare victory? At least then, at the end of the day, you can say you did it. You took all the blows and kept swinging. You didn't sink. You chose to keep swimming. Live a full, abundant life. Don't take your dreams, desires, passions, and goals to the grave and be left with the feeling of what if. If there's a will, there's a way. Be bold enough to make the necessary changes that can improve your life. Some people have mentally conditioned themselves, because of fear, to believe that they can't achieve their goals or that their dreams cannot happen. They make excuses for why they can't succeed. Whatever you focus on will grow, because you've watered those seeds. Your vibe will attract your tribe. Confucius said, "He who says he can and he who says he can't are both right." You may have refused to be bold and take risks because you've convinced yourself that you are not worthy. You are vibrating on an unworthy negative frequency. Instead of focusing on what you don't want or what you've limited yourself to thinking cannot happen, focus on what you do want and the possibilities that can happen. There will come a time in your life when you will be tested on how much you want whatever you say you want. You will have to decide to be bold. Take that leap of faith and get on with it, even if your faith consists of just a small leap or just one step. Matthew said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." From this day forward, I ask you to choose to take action. Be bold, which is to be brave, which is to have courage. Take risks, even if there's a possibility you may fail. Face your fears. You may get knocked down 9 times, but you should still choose to get up 10. Step out and decide to get up every single time. Don't move to the next chapter without taking 3 to 5 minutes to get your mind and energy in motion. Start taking action towards something uncomfortable that you've been considering, something that has the potential to affect your entire life. Be the boldest you that you can be. Chapter 3. Confident. Feeling or showing confidence in oneself. Self-assured. What does it mean to apply confidence to your life? First, understand you already have self-confidence, but there are tools that can assist you in accessing it. View confidence as the willingness to put in effort, which means being willing to give something a try. Confidence starts with making a choice to put effort into something, including the effort of having faith in yourself or a possible outcome. This will help you understand how simple it is to develop self-confidence. Although developing self-confidence is a process, With the right tools, you will gradually see a change in your behavior and a change in how you view yourself. You will come to realize that developing confidence isn't something only certain people can obtain. It starts with a bold willingness to try. It's being self-assured, even when you feel discouraged, and making a choice to believe in yourself. Think of the reasons why people normally want to develop confidence. Why is having confidence beneficial? How does confidence make you feel? It should feel like a demonstration of self-love. Ask yourself what you would like the confidence to do, create, or become. Developing self-confidence starts with how you mentally view yourself. You are who you think you should be, so it benefits you to view yourself more highly. Visualize, see, and aim for nothing less than your greatest self, including your flaws. Be unapologetic and authentically you. Ask yourself, what self-limiting belief patterns and excuses do I make for myself? Are my actions and habitual ways of thinking bringing me beneficial results? If your actions are beneficial, how can you maintain, sustain, and escalate these actions that are working for you? If they are not beneficial, learn to develop a different thought process. Realize that self-assurance is a choice, and choose to view yourself in a brighter light, one that reflects the outstanding and greatest version of you. When you do things with confidence, you exercise the ability to put effort into becoming the greatest version of yourself through trial and error. You are a perfect example of a wonderful work in progress. Confidence is realizing that no one said you had to be perfect. It's realizing that being authentically you is one of the most perfect accomplishments. Confidence is being able to butter your own biscuits without the need for validation from anyone else. In your darkest moments, confidence is deciding not to give in to the voices in your head that might try to tear you down. It's simply giving in to that still, small voice that says, keep going, and not allowing the less of you to get the best of you. You are worth more than what you have, whether you have a lot or a little. It's all in the mind. Sometimes confidence is knowing you are better off letting go of those thought processes, people, or things that bring you discouragement, hurt, regret, and disappointment. Have the confidence to not allow those things, situations, circumstances, or people take your power away. Take a lesson from those things, letting go and rising bigger, better, and beyond. Sometimes confidence can come with a small gesture, like looking at a picture of your dream apartment or house, or viewing it in person, applying for a certain job, sending out an important email, or showing up for an environmental cause, or simply getting out of bed and getting dressed. You don't always need to change something big or extravagant to gain confidence. You don't have to feel motivated to have confidence. You just need to try. And as you give your best effort, you will develop confidence authentically and naturally, one step at a time. Confidence is acknowledging that you may not know the outcome of a situation or event, but you still give your effort, regardless of whether you may succeed or fail. For example, a boy meets a girl and finally develops the confidence to talk to her, knowing he could succeed or fail in winning her heart. Regardless of the outcome, he at least developed the confidence to take some type of action. At the end of the day, he won't regret that he never gave it a try. You may be going through life with a burden of unfulfilled potential. Let your light shine. Don't take your dreams and goals to the grave. You are worthy of everything good that this life has to offer. Have confidence by demonstrating self-love. Don't talk down on yourself or beat yourself up when you failed at something. A winner never quits. Having confidence doesn't mean you won't fail, but it does mean you will feel like you succeeded because you have faith in believing all things are working in your favor. Learn lessons from your failures, believe in yourself, and try again. Confidence is holding your head high, knowing that you deserve all good things this world has to offer. Confidence is choosing to love yourself despite tough times and telling yourself, this too shall pass. Greater is in me, and at some point I will declare victory. Finally, practice confidence with humility. Humility allows you to be receptive to learning, to acquiring and mastering knowledge while taking affirmative action towards what you aspire to achieve. Be confident without being arrogant. Arrogance blocks the energy to receive, and in most cases, you cannot receive when you aren't reaching for what you want. At the end of the day, Confidence is believing in yourself, as applied to the law of attraction. Ask, believe, and receive. If there's something you've wanted, an income, circumstance, situation, or lifestyle, develop confidence to ask and declare it for yourself. Don't be left wondering and don't assume you know it all, which would be arrogant. Ask for what you really want. You show humility and confidence by asking. Have the confidence to believe and not be discouraged. When you are confident, you shall receive. Chapter 4. Decide. Come to a resolution in the mind as a result of consideration. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Therefore, it is important that you are able to decide to make up your mind. Sounds simple, right? Unfortunately, some of us have been sheltered, dictated to, and conditioned to follow what other people think is best for us. We never sit down, reflect, and think for ourselves, or get an understanding of what we truly want in life. Obstacles and different influences can alter our dreams, goals, and visions to become a little blurred. When people tell you to go in a certain direction, it can be very stressful, and you may fail to realize what matters to you and what is best for you. If you love yourself, you will appreciate your life lessons and will decide to apply what is best for you. Your spouse, parents, siblings, other relatives, mentors, teachers, friends, or other influencers may tell you what to do and what way to go based on their own life experiences, thoughts, and emotions. Learn to appreciate the guidance. Everything has something that is beneficial to you, and apply it along your life journey, but keep it your life journey. Often, when people give you what they call constructive criticism, it can make you feel demoralized, insecure, and criticized. Identify the difference between those who are really rooting for you and those who are booing for you and stressing you out to the point of insanity. The people closest to you may say they only want what's best for you, and they may not mean any harm, but sometimes their advice may not be what's best for you at a given moment. For example, you may change your college major several times because you can't decide what you want to do because everyone around you is dictating your every move. Or you may be an entrepreneur with so many great ideas that you become overwhelmed, you can't choose one idea to begin with. This results in you not even starting or getting anything done. We all go through trial and error. It's what makes us who we are. You must take some time out and make up your mind about what you truly want to become and what you truly desire from life. To be decisive is making a decision and sticking with it. That's when yes means yes, go means go, and no means no. Don't become a yes man to people who take advantage of you because they assume your kindness is weakness. Understand that people only do what you allow them to do. So, don't allow people to take advantage of you or manipulate you to do anything you feel uncomfortable doing. Even if it's the slightest gut feeling that tells you something isn't right or isn't worth it, leave the situation that makes you feel that way immediately. For example, let's say someone asks you to use your credit card to co-sign for something, putting your name on the line. Don't do this for anyone. In most cases, avoiding such a scenario will save you future headaches. Never put your morals, values, name, or integrity on the line for anyone, especially not for those you don't know well. I'm telling you this because I was scammed. I was young and unaware, and I allowed someone to pressure me into renting a car for him. This was someone I had known for less than a year, but I looked up to him as a role model and thought I could trust him. Later, I realized the signs were already there, but I was blind. As a result of this situation, I became very depressed. I felt deceived, as if I could no longer trust anyone, and it affected me financially. At that moment, as I was going to rent the car, there was a loud voice in the back of my mind telling me, "Nariah, don't do it. This doesn't feel right." I could have made the decision to be bold and stand my ground and say no, but I made the decision to be afraid and give in to peer pressure. At that moment, I wasn't demonstrating self-love because I knew better, but I did not choose to do better. If you love yourself, you will have to discipline yourself to do the right thing. Be true to yourself and take care of you. Fill your cup up first so that it may overflow in abundance. It's okay to help people, but know your limits and have boundaries in place, which are meant to protect you. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Prior to my being scammed by the person I trusted, he told me he used to be a drug dealer, went to jail, and had been on his own since he was 16. He claimed he was a changed man and explained how he had changed his life by taking inspirations from books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and The Secret. The devil knows what will lure you. And this person knew I was an ambitious individual who was trying to excel. I loved learning from other people's struggles. Be careful about the decisions you allow yourself to make, because the devil can be the fear in your mind causing you to react blindly to situations. Please set limits. When it comes to allowing certain things to occur, know when to decide when enough is enough. Along my journey, I've noticed that people will use others like a mop rag if they are allowed to do so. I've also noticed that everyone will have plans for you that you may have not wanted to be a part of in the first place. Stop having the disease to please. The reality is most people pressure others into dumping their talents into their personal businesses and dreams. They abuse those talents instead of encouraging others to fulfill their own dreams and goals and place their talents into themselves. In other words, some people only care about what you can offer them. They want to get everything they can from you and will suck you dry, especially when they know your capabilities and know you are unaware of the value of your potential. When they see your talents, they want to use them for their own gain. You must make a decision to stand up for yourself. People may impose themselves on you subconsciously, or they may not care or notice they are doing so. Therefore, you have to decide to speak up and say enough. Once people realize your talents, they will want to pick your mind, use your time and energy, and drain your body, spirit, and soul. I know because I've been treated this way. I let people stress me out because I could never make up my mind. Then one day, I thought of a catchy phrase. Screw people pleasing. Put people to the side because they're never satisfied. Notice it's not screw people, but screw people pleasing. You can't please everyone. One day they're praising you, and the next day you're not good enough, and they're making you feel worthless. You have a choice to not be on the receiving end of other people's negativity. Don't allow them to dump that on you. Make a decision to know your worth. Make up your mind before people, circumstances, situations in the world make it up for you. Don't give up on yourself. You may be making someone else's dream come true, but completely neglecting your own. Know what you want. Make up your mind. Fill your own cup first. Come with your cup full, then it may overflow in abundance. While you shouldn't limit yourself or your capabilities, it's important to know when to set boundaries to protect your energy and your peace of mind, which is everything. The mind, body, soul, and spirit are your fruits, so keep them healthy and in good shape. You may have to separate yourself from all surrounding influences so that you can silence your mind and move into a space where you have room to think for yourself and decide what is best for you. Once you decide, this is what I want, and this is what is going to be, stay loyal to that vision and make it happen. In some cases, the decision you make will go your way, which is great. You can be an example to yourself and to others who struggle with making similar hard decisions. You can be an example who gives hope and faith to others. On the other hand, sometimes your decisions may not go as you wanted, but that's okay. You still can lead and be an example to others based on the mistakes you've made. Meanwhile, your examples will make a difference for the future you, future generations, or simply by the people who are inspired by you. Therefore, decide to make a difference in this world. It all starts with you. Don't be afraid to make up your mind. Don't be afraid to say no. Unapologetically, own up to the decisions you make, regardless of the outcomes. Everything is working in your divine favor. Have the gratitude to realize it. Accept guidance and apply it to your life as you wish. Make decisions that genuinely, significantly highlight the greatest version of you. Focus on watering one seed instead of spreading yourself too thin. Remember to let your yes be yes, your go be go, and your no be no. Decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. Take time to figure out what you truly want out of life. Make up your mind. Just decide. Chapter 5. Evolve. Develop gradually, especially from a simple to a more complex form. To evolve is to ask yourself, how can I progressively grow? If you aren't evolving to the next level as you'd like, then what are you doing? What is getting in the way? Identify these things. What are you doing with your time, energy, and relationships? In order to grow, you must get uncomfortable. If you say you want to evolve, but you're set in your ways and comfortable where you are, you leave no room for growth. And life is about growth, not about being stuck. Why? Because change is inevitable. Change has to happen and will happen, regardless. You, however, can have control over the changes that you make. Take control and decide how and in which areas of your life you'd like to elevate yourself, and make that what you want. Put your time and energy into elevating yourself. Don't spend time in surroundings that aren't meant to help elevate you and that drain you. Life is what you make it, so make it a life of evolution towards becoming the greatest version of yourself, starting with how you choose to spend your time. What are you putting all your energy into? With whom are you choosing to surround yourself in your environment? These things are a huge and significant part of elevating yourself. My cousin Yana once said to me, "Who and what you become 5 to 10 years from now is determined by the books you read and the people with whom you choose to surround yourself with most often." She couldn't have said that any better. Aspire to grow, move forward, and look towards new beginnings that lead you to greatness. To evolve is to elevate, and to elevate is to advance. To advance is to upgrade yourself to the greatest, truest, and most fulfilled and highest being of yourself. Once you've hit a certain peak, however, do not think you've reached a plateau. There will always be room for elevation. In business, personal relationships, circumstances, or situations, you can make a difference. Whatever you do and however you choose to spend your time and energy, no matter what, don't stop evolving. Chapter 6.